A Tumi backpack costs around $595. A GORUCK backpack costs around $295. The GORUCK is built to military specifications. The Tumi is built to airport specifications. 5 backpack brands are charging you luxury prices for ballistic nylon that costs about $35 to produce. 3 brands, several of them less than half the price, are putting your money into the bag itself. By the end of this video, you'll know which is which. But before we move, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Most men carry the same backpack for 10 years. The wrong choice costs you $400 and a torn seam in 18 months. The right choice is the last bag you ever buy. We ranked 8 backpack brands. 5 are charging you for marketing and licensing. 3 are building bags that outlast the men who buy them, starting with the brand that turned plastic nylon into a status symbol. Number 5. Tumi. Tumi was founded in 1975 by Charlie Clifford, a former Peace Corps volunteer who started importing leather bags from South America. The brand name comes from a Peruvian ceremonial knife. For its first 2 decades, Tumi built a reputation on premium leather business luggage, durable construction, and lifetime warranty service. The classic black Tumi briefcase was a fixture in airline business class cabins through the 1990s. In 1997, Tumi introduced its signature ballistic nylon line, and that's when the brand changed. In 2016, Samsonite acquired Tumi for $1.8 billion. Today, a Tumi Alpha Bravo backpack retails for around $595. The Voyageur line runs $350 to $450. The materials are FXT ballistic nylon, a denier 1120 woven nylon developed for military body armor in the 1970s. Industry analysts have estimated production costs for ballistic nylon backpacks in this category at $30 to $50 per unit. Samsonite has never disclosed exact figures, but the parent company's gross margin is publicly reported above 55%. Here's what that means in plain English. For every Tumi backpack you buy, roughly 6 out of every $10 covers something other than the bag itself. Brand licensing, department store markup, the airline magazine ads, the luggage store rent. The construction is not bad. Tumi's manufacturing is genuinely competent. The zippers are YKK. The buckles function. The bag will survive 5 to 7 years of frequent travel. But here's the comparison that defines this entry. A Tumi Alpha Bravo at $595. Same ballistic nylon, same YKK zippers, same general construction tier. A Mystery Ranch 2-day assault at $275. Built in Bozeman, Montana, originally for military special operations. Designed to carry 40 pounds of gear into mountain terrain. The construction will outlast a Tumi by a factor of 3. Same material, same zipper supplier, half the price. The Tumi nylon is woven on the same kind of looms making Mystery Ranch nylon. The Tumi backpack costs more because of the small leather Tumi tag stitched to the front. That's not a backpack purchase, that's a logo purchase. Number 4. Louis Vuitton. Now, I want to be clear before we start. I'm not telling you Louis Vuitton is a bad brand. The leather goods at the top of their range are genuine luxury craftsmanship. The Speedy bags in real leather, hand-stitched in France. Those are real products at real prices. This entry is about the canvas backpacks, the Christopher MM, the Apollo, the Discovery line. A Louis Vuitton Christopher MM backpack retails for $3,600. The exterior material is what Louis Vuitton calls Monogram canvas, which is coated cotton canvas with a printed pattern sealed under a layer of PVC plastic. Coated canvas is not leather. It's not even cotton in the traditional sense. It's a cotton substrate with a plastic top layer. Industry estimates suggest the actual material cost on a piece of monogram canvas is roughly $15 to $25 per square meter. The handles and trim on most Louis Vuitton backpacks are leather. The body is plastic-coated fabric. The brand markup is not paying for premium materials. It's paying for the monogram. LVMH, the parent company, reported a gross margin above 68% across their fashion and leather goods division in 2024. For every dollar you spend at Louis Vuitton, roughly 32 cents goes to actually making the item. The remaining 68 cents is brand equity, the store on Fifth Avenue, the ad in Vogue, the 7 decades of marketing that made the monogram pattern instantly recognizable on the back of a man walking through an airport. If you want the recognition of the monogram, that's a real thing. Status signaling is a real value to some people. I'm not arguing against that. But if you think you're buying premium materials, you're buying plastic-coated canvas at $3,000. For a fraction of that price, we'll get to it. You can buy a backpack made of full-grain leather in a factory that's been running for a century that will outlast you. Number 3. Coach. Coach was founded in 1941 in a Manhattan loft. For most of its history, Coach was a small American leather goods company making serious products. Wallets, belts, briefcases. Real glove-tanned leather, made in the United States. By the 1980s, Coach was a respected mid-tier American leather brand. In 2017, Coach's parent company was renamed Tapestry, which now owns Kate Spade and Stuart Weitzman, alongside Coach. Today, a Coach Hudson backpack retails for $495. The League backpack runs $350. The materials vary across the range, but most current Coach backpacks use what the brand calls signature canvas, which is coated jacquard fabric, similar in construction to Louis Vuitton's monogram canvas, but at a lower price tier. Some Coach backpacks use glove-tanned leather. The brand still produces some genuinely good leather products, but the bulk of the backpack line in 2026 is coated canvas with leather trim. Manufacturing has shifted over the past 2 decades. Most current Coach products are made in Vietnam, the Philippines, or China. The brand still markets itself as American heritage leather goods. The production reality is global mass manufacturing. Tapestry's gross margin sits above 70%, publicly reported. For every dollar spent at Coach, roughly 30 cents covers actual production. The rest is marketing, retail real estate, and corporate operations. Here's the comparison that should end the conversation. A Coach Hudson backpack at $495. Coated canvas with leather trim. Manufactured in Vietnam. A Saddleback Leather squared backpack at $570. Full-grain leather, made by hand, 100-year warranty. Yes, a 100-year warranty in writing. $75 more, and you get a bag built for your grandson. Coach isn't a scam. Coach is a markup, a real brand making mid-tier products at premium prices. Because 30 years of advertising taught American consumers that the Coach name justifies the number on the tag. The man who knows leather doesn't walk into Coach in 2026. He walks into Saddleback. We'll get there. Before we continue, you need 4 tests, 4 things you can check on any backpack, in any store, to separate a real product from a marketing exercise. First, check the material designation. If a bag says leather, it should say full-grain leather or top-grain leather. Anything labeled genuine leather is the lowest tier of real leather, often paper-thin. Anything labeled bonded leather is leather scraps glued together with polyurethane. It cracks within a year. If the material says coated canvas, you're holding cotton with plastic on top. Second, check the stitching density. Turn the bag over. Look at a major seam. Count the stitches in a 1-inch section. Quality construction runs 8 to 12 stitches per inch. Cheap construction runs 5 to 7. The difference is dramatic. 8 stitches per inch on military spec gear. 6 on most department store bags at twice the price. Third, check the zipper. The brand on the zipper pull tells you everything. YKK is the global standard for durable zippers. YKK Excella is the premium tier. If the zipper has no brand marking, it's a generic Asian supply zipper that will fail within 3 years of regular use. The zipper is the single most common failure point on a backpack. If a brand cuts corners here, they cut corners everywhere. Fourth, Check the country of origin and the parent company. Italian, American, or Japanese manufacturing under a brand that owns its own factory means your money goes into the product. Vietnamese or Chinese manufacturing under a global conglomerate means your money is routed through licensing layers before reaching the material. These 4 tests will tell you in 30 seconds whether you're holding a real piece of equipment or a fashion accessory pretending to be one. Every video on this channel applies these same tests. No brand deals, no sponsorships. If that's useful, subscribe. Number 2, Herschel Supply Company. Herschel was founded in 2009 in Vancouver, Canada, by brothers Jamie and Lyndon Cormack. The brand name comes from the small Saskatchewan town their grandparents emigrated to. The aesthetic is classic mid-century, leather trim, contrast stripes, retro hardware. The marketing positioned Herschel as heritage-inspired American outdoor goods. The actual products are manufactured almost entirely in China and Vietnam. The leather trim is synthetic or coated. The branding is Canadian Saskatchewan Mountain Town. The manufacturing is global mass production. A Herschel Little America backpack retails for around $110 to $140. The Pop Quiz line runs $80 to $100. The materials are 600 denier polyester. One tier above commodity school bag polyester, but well below ballistic nylon or technical fabric. Now, let me be fair to Herschel. They are not at $500 Tumi price points. The markup is real, but the absolute number is lower. The bags work fine for college students or casual commuters who don't carry heavy loads. But here is the issue. At $140, you are in real territory. At $140, you can buy a Topo Designs day pack, made in Colorado, in heavier denier nylon, with substantially better construction. You can buy an Osprey day pack with a lifetime warranty. You can buy a Patagonia Black Hole backpack with recycled fabric and a stitched, not glued construction. Herschel sells you the look of heritage at the price of real construction, while delivering polyester from a Vietnamese factory. The bag your father carried in the 1970s was made of waxed canvas in Maine. The bag Herschel sells you in 2026 is made of polyester in Vietnam with leather look trim that's actually polyurethane in a factory that also makes bags for 3 other heritage-inspired brands. The aesthetic is American. The construction is not. And at $140, you have better options. Number 1, and this is going to be controversial, fast fashion luggage brands. Specifically, Calvin Klein, Kenneth and Tommy Hilfiger backpacks sold at department stores and outlets. These are not standalone backpack brands. They are fashion licensing operations. Each of these names is licensed to a third-party manufacturer that designs, produces, and distributes the actual product. The fashion house collects a royalty. They don't make the bag, they rent the name. A Calvin Klein Lane backpack retails at around $180. A Kenneth Reaction backpack runs $150. Tommy Hilfiger backpacks sit in the same range. Walk into any Macy's or department store and you'll find them on permanent discount. The construction is polyester with synthetic leather trim. The hardware is generic. The zippers are unbranded. Industry estimates put the production cost on these bags at $15 to $25. The retail price is $150 to $180. The math on this category is the most extreme on the list. But here's the part most viewers don't realize. These bags are also engineered to a specific lifespan. The synthetic leather peels within 12 to 18 months. The zipper fails within 2 years of daily use. The shoulder straps tear at the seams. This is not accidental. It's not a quality control problem. It's the business model. The licensing structure depends on customers replacing the bag every 2 to 3 years. A bag that lasted 10 years would destroy the unit economics of fashion brand licensed accessories. You are not buying a backpack, you are buying a 2-year subscription to a logo printed on polyester. The Calvin Klein name carries fashion equity. The bag attached to it carries none of that quality. The two are connected only by the licensing fee paid to PVH Corporation, which owns Calvin Klein and Tommy Hilfiger. The same PVH Corporation we've covered in our suit videos and our dress shirt videos. The pattern is the same. License the name, outsource the product, collect the royalty, move on. 8 brands, 2 industries. One question. Now, 3 brands that refuse to operate that way. Number 1 of the 3 actually worth buying. GORUCK. GORUCK was founded in 2008 by Jason McCarthy, a former Green Beret who needed a rucksack that could survive special operations training. The first prototypes were built in his apartment in Bozeman, Montana. He used the bags himself, broke them, redesigned them, broke them again. By the time the first commercial GORUCK shipped in 2010, the bag had been through more abuse than most backpacks see in their entire lifespan. A GORUCK GR1 retails for $295 to $395 depending on size. The construction is 1,000 denier Cordura nylon. The construction is bar-tacked at every stress point. The zippers are YKK Excella, the premium tier of the global zipper standard. The bag is sewn in Bozeman, Montana by American workers in a factory GORUCK owns. The lifetime warranty is real. If you break a GORUCK, they fix it for free. Forever. The company has been doing this for over 15 years and they still send replacement parts to bags built in 2011. The Cordura nylon used in GORUCK is the same denier rating used by United States Special Operations Command for their tactical gear. The bar tacking is the same construction standard used in military body armor pouches. GORUCK builds civilian backpacks to military gear specifications. Now compared directly, a Tumi Alpha Bravo at $595, ballistic nylon, manufactured under Samsonite, made in Asia, 5 to 7 year lifespan. A GORUCK GR1 at $295, heavier denier nylon, American made, lifetime warranty, built to outlast the man carrying it. Half the price, 5 times the lifespan. This is the kind of brand that doesn't show up in airport luggage stores. It shows up on the backs of the men actually working, special forces, federal agents, EMTs, journalists in war zones, mountaineers, professional travelers who can't afford gear failure. Number 2. Mystery Ranch. Mystery Ranch was founded in 2000 by Dana Gleason and Renee Sipple Baker in Bozeman, Montana. Dana Gleason had been building backpacks since the 1970s. He founded Dana Designs, the brand that defined American backcountry packs through the 80s and 90s. When he started Mystery Ranch, he brought 4 decades of pack design experience with him. The brand's reputation was built on 3 contracts: United States Special Operations Units, professional wildland firefighters, and elite mountaineers. The pack designs are tested in conditions where failure means death. That's not marketing copy, that's the actual user base. A Mystery Ranch 2-day assault retails for $275. The 24-hour pack runs $350. The materials are 500 denier Cordura or higher, depending on the line. The frame system uses a yoke design Mystery Ranch, patented in 2004, which distributes load across the shoulders in a way no other pack manufacturer has matched. The construction is American-made for the technical lines. Some lifestyle products have moved offshore, but the flagship military and outdoor packs are still sewn in Bozeman. Mystery Ranch packs are issued to United States Army Rangers, Navy SEAL teams, and elite wildland firefighting crews. The pack on a smoke jumper's back is the same pack architecture you can buy in the consumer line. For $275, you get a backpack engineered by a man who's been building packs since before some viewers of this video were born. Built for users who depend on their gear not failing. The aesthetic is functional, the construction is not casual, and the price is roughly half what Tumi charges for nylon woven on similar looms. Number 3. And this depends on what you want the bag to be. If you want leather, Saddleback Leather Company. Saddleback was founded in 2004 by Dave Munson, an American living in Mexico who needed a leather bag that could survive his lifestyle. He commissioned a local leather worker to build one. It outlasted everything else he'd owned. So he started a company. The Saddleback Squared backpack retails for $570. The construction is full-grain pull-up leather, the highest grade of real leather available. The thread is industrial-grade polyester rated for 200-pound break strength. The hardware is solid brass. The warranty is 100 years. Not lifetime, 100 years. Saddleback writes this guarantee into every product page. They expect their bags to outlast not just you, but your children. The bags are made in Mexico in a factory Saddleback owns. The leather is sourced from Mexican and South American cattle. The construction is hand-stitched at stress points. Compare directly. A Louis Vuitton Christopher MM at $3,600. Coated canvas with leather trim, made in France, 1 to 2 decade lifespan with care. A Saddleback Squared at $570, full grain leather throughout, made in Mexico, 100-year warranty. Same general weight class, 6 times the lifespan, 1/6 of the price. The man who knows leather doesn't shop at Louis Vuitton for a daily backpack. The man who's done his research carries a Saddleback for 30 years and passes it to his son. 8 brands. 1 question. What's actually inside the bag? 5 of those brands wrote your money through licensing layers, royalty deals, and brand markups before any of it reaches the material. 3 of those brands own their factories, cut their own materials, and build products at prices that match the construction. Here's the pattern. If a backpack brand is owned by Samsonite, Tapestry, LVMH, or PVH, you are paying a corporate margin. The bag may be functional, the brand name may be recognizable, but there is no version of that purchase where your dollar reaches the actual material cost without passing through several layers of corporate accounting first. The 4 tests still apply. Check the material designation, count the stitches per inch, verify the zipper brand, read the country of origin and the parent company. GORUCK, Mystery Ranch, and Saddleback pass all 4 tests. Most of the brands on the first half of this list pass none of them. The men who know these brands tend to stay quiet about it. They've carried the same GORUCK through 3 jobs and 2 relocations. They have a Mystery Ranch pack their father used for hunting trips. They've owned the same Saddleback, for a decade, and it looks better now than the day they bought it. These are the men who were never looking for a logo. They were looking for a bag that does its job and doesn't ask for attention. If you own a backpack from one of the 3 hidden gems, drop the brand and how long you've carried it in the comments. Help the next man find what he's missing. If you missed our breakdown on sunglasses, brands robbing you blind. Same pattern, different category. It's linked below. Subscribe if you haven't. This channel follows the money, not the marketing.